Hey everyone, I wanted to take y'all on a little guided tour of some of the artwork that we've been saving up for our big push in January. So without any further ado, let's get into that. Well, after I get the camera straight. Hi, my name's Eagle. I am the publisher and the line editor at No Earth Comics. And what we're going to be doing today is trying something a little bit new and different. I'm going to be walking you through some of the artwork that we've gotten in. This is concept art, this is layouts. There's very little finished art in here, but it'll give you some idea of where we're going with certain titles and what we're going to be doing. First up on the screen is Shell Shock, and this is a character from our book called Eulogy. And he's a supporting character, and Ube Gabriel just sent this in yesterday, and I like it. It's a good, solid, let me enlarge this just a little bit so you can get a better look at me. Not that I'm wanting you to have a better look at me, but my smiling face might help a little bit here. So this is Shell Shock. This is back in his prime, and he started his career in World War II, and Eulogy starts in World War II. It starts with a flashback to World War II, and then flashes forward to today, and we get into Carol Adams, the main character's funeral. So Ube is the same artist that did Johnny Reb, and this is going to be something. There we go. This is going to be something that is new and different for him because this is his first superhero comic. Johnny Reb's eventually going to turn into a superhero comic, but for right now, it's more of an ensemble piece. So let's see what else we've got in here. This is Major Bombshell Carol Adams, and she is the main character of Eulogy. And this is her first costume. This is the costume the military gave her during World War II. So it's going to be something that we see a deal of in the book, and I really like the concept here. My original concept was more of a cross between Wonder Woman and Captain America, because I was trying to convey the patriotic time period and the historical time period for comics. But this I like. This is great. This is better than what I came up with, so we went ahead and changed it. The costume that I came up with is going to be her later persona as American Bombshell. Next we have Ube's page 4 from Eulogy, and this is the first splash page in the issue, and this is just the rough layouts. And so you can see in the center here we've got Major Bombshell holding up the tank, and this is something that this is a nice classic iconic type of scene for that period, and it's a good looking shot of her. And again, this is Ube Gabriel's work. This previous one was done by Jason McCormick, who's the artist on Liberated. And the reason why we've got the artist on one book doing a concept art for another book is because the two books are connected, and we'll go into that a little bit more in a moment. Okay, this is some concept art for Comeback, which is a story of it's a story of a licensed hero who was locked up for 9 years and him trying to put his life back together when he gets out. And he winds up going the vigilante route. I talked about this some in the overview video that I did a couple of days ago, but this is the first concept of art of him and his former kid sidekick. This is the first piece of concept art for No Earth Observations, and I'm doing the artwork on this using a program called Comipo, and I've still got to go in and add in the gun belt here and on her. Joe doesn't carry a gun belt, so we're just going to go with a straight suit for him. And this is the first page that we did. Now, No Earth Observations is going to be a gag-a-day strip, and it's going to be formatted in the standard comic book size page because we're eventually going to collect these and print them. But each strip is going to have a certain amount of continuity, but it's not going to be something that is real strict on the continuity. The important part on this is the bit of humor, and we're not going to go to absurd lengths because this is No Earth and we're wanting to keep everything grounded, but we are going to point out some of the absurdities of the No Earth world. So this is the first page. The script is already written. I just need to take it into Comic Life and put the lettering in. Comipo does lettering, but it's not as clean, smooth, and scalable as Comic Life 3, so that's our preferred lettering program here. Now, this is artwork by Daniel Marquez, and he is the artist for Dead Planet. And Dead Planet is a horror story set on Mars. And one of the reasons why I'm really enjoying Daniel's artwork is because it reminds me very much of Mobius during the 70s and 80s. And I was a big heavy metal fan. In fact, if you've looked at War Mage, I was imitating Coben's artwork to a certain degree there. But this is very much Mobius's art style. I'm going to be doing the coloring on this. My tablet setup's in the background, but I'm going to be doing the coloring on this, and I'm going to be doing a very 70s and 80s palette with a slight upgrade in gradients on it. And this is another one. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this real quick because I want you to get a better idea of the detail that he's putting into this. And this is the beanstalk elevator coming up out of the planet. And this is, I love the artwork, and we're going to have a great deal of fun with this on a publishing level. Okay, next up, we're going to go into Jason McCormick's artwork, and this is Liberty. And Liberty is a clone of Carol Adams, and this is our first futuristic one. This is going to be set in the end times when the entire world is falling apart. And Liberty is, as I said, a clone of Carol Adams, so feels like she's got Carol Adams's legacy to live up to. But she's also dealing with a world that Bombshell never anticipated. So she's having to find her own way in it. The script is done. We're already in the layouts stage, and I'm really enjoying the way the artwork's coming together. This is the first page layouts and pencils. And this is Little Liberty looking up at Carol Adams' statue because she's still revered as a hero in 2050. So this is this is going to be an interesting tale in that it ties into one of our other comics fairly. It ties in directly, but it also ties in with a large connection. The the Scarlet Avenger. This is a public domain character, and the Scarlet Avenger was one that I had wanted to do for a while. And I love his style. I love the suit. I love the cape. I love the guns. He uses a magnetic gun. He uses several different high-tech weapons, and we're keeping that. We've changed him from being a crime fighter into being an anti-terrorist. And so this still allows us to play with a lot of the same action and the same tropes, but it gives us a different basis for how the book goes together. This is the artist that's going to be working on it, Chris V, and this is his setup for the cover of the first issue. And he's got a very different art style than I do, but I love what he's done with it, and I love where it's going. I'm finishing up the script on that because I want to see where his artwork goes, and I'm putting a lot of weight on him. I'm doing a Marvel-style script because he's done his own comic book series before, and I'm wanting to see what he accomplishes with storytelling. I believe that's the end of it. Yeah, that's the end of it. Anyway, this is just a quick video. I wanted to give y'all an idea of what's coming and where and what we're working on. There's a lot going on. One of the things I'm going to ask you to do is, if you've got an extra buck or two, we've got a Patreon. These people are only getting paid based on whatever the company makes. If you want to toss $1 a month towards our artists getting some money, our writers getting some money, go ahead. If not, we're going to be selling the books come January, so we'll wait till then. But I'd like you to go ahead and subscribe, click the share button, click the like button, and help us get some exposure. Thank you very much for your time, and we're going to talk again.